starting to turn orange. Alrighty. Well, good morning. Happy Saturday. Just uploaded the pumpkin harvest video yesterday. Going on a bit of a journey into my family's past. I am taking my grandmother back to her childhood home. My grandmother is 90 years old. She turned 90 in June, and I'm taking her to her all-class reunion. I think after like 50 years, like a 50th class reunion, they just kind of do one for all years. And so my uncle's going to be there and his wife, and we're going to see their high school where they went to school. And the house is no longer there. There was a house that they lived in that was right across the street. And so we'll be kind of telling the story of my great-grandfather, who was the mayor of a town called Sequim. And back in the 40s, 30s, 40s, I'm not exactly sure. I'll have Grandma in the car, and so she loves to tell stories, so I'm sure you'll hear the whole story of her father. And in fact, I have some links to a digital story that my father did years ago. It was my father created it. My uncle is narrating it. In fact, I'll put a link. I just figured out how to do picture-in-picture on iMovie, so I'll put a link right here, and you can click over and go watch the digital story. The camera's right there.
Oh.
Can you say hi, Grandma?
Hi, Grandma.
Say hi to the nice YouTube people. I'm gonna put in our directions. We're going to Sequim High School.
That's the old Sequim High School.
Old Sequim? Is that what I gotta say? Old Sequim? North Sequim Avenue?
It's on Sequim Avenue. Yeah.
Okay.
We take off on Washington from the freeway.
Moneda, no problemo. I will join the ride. Let's move. Turn right.
Yeah, it says we'll get there a little after 11.
Huh?
We'll get there a little after 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
So we're getting ready to pull into Sequim. Grandma, I'm recording on the camera right now.
Oh, you are.
Talk really loud. So you can leave your glasses on. I have mine on. So when did you live in Sequim?
We moved to Sequim in January of '39.
How old were you?
I was in middle of the 8th grade.
And why did you move to Sequim?
Dad bought the drugstore from Brayton and changed the name to Nelson Drugstore. We had a big thunderstorm. What I remember about the Taylor house, we had a big thunderstorm, and Isabella got scared as could be, and she went in the front hall closet. And then also, the Dyer family lived behind us there, and they had some small animals, and Isabel got real excited. In fact, she wouldn't eat lamb for several years. Now we're coming into Sequim, and you can just go on down Sequim or Washington Street, which is off to the right when we get up here. Tourist Bureau is right down here.
And it looks like there's a little fleet market off
VA.
Yep, that VFW.
Yeah. And it's Lehman's.
Looks like a Chinese, yeah, Lenin's Court Shops. And then the green awning there is the Babcock Block, which
What?
the Babcock Block, the green awning that we just passed, that is the drugstore.
This is Squim Avenue.
And there's Squim Ave. Yeah.
From, I think, my second year in high school, we lived right across from the school. It was the Methodist Church. That's where the dinner is tonight. And there's the library. Here's the school.
And there's a school there on the left.
Is there a building here?
It is. It is the Squim Museum of Art, Museum and Arts. All right, here we are. Looks like there's a line over there to register.
Best time.
That is very cool. That's a nice story that goes along with it.
Mayors from other town, when they'd visit, they'd give them that, or they'd have a.
Well, I will put it in my vehicle right
I've got one postcard at home. It's kind of fading, but it's an original postcard that has Dad in the center with crabs and Jake Hall on one side and Jake's son on the other.
Hey, that was one of the days, Dee Dee, that I did go to school.
Mark Kawhi, Auchenstochy, Shai Show, Auchenstochy.
Was Bud Nelson home where I, Chuck, and my sister Mary Alice and our late sister Isabel, but we lived in that home during the war years. Served waffle breakfast every Sunday morning for over 2 years to those soldiers. It was a wonderful time where all these soldiers could join us on Sunday mornings.
That's where my mom went to kindergarten.
Kindergarten, yeah.
Right here?
Yep, yep. That's the first house we lived in. And then you can turn left here.
Okay.
That was where we had our dining area there in the back.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Here's the house.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I know. I recognize that front porch with picture of great grandpa.
Yeah.
Is this done moving?
Yep.
This is done moving.
This was done moving.
Explain done moving.
That was the last house they were going to live in.
All right.
No more moving.
So done moving.
Well, when Janet was born, 51,
Okay.
we came up here, and Isabel was married in December, and Janet, or the girls, got a doll bed, and we laid Janet down on it.
Okay. Should we go on to the drugstore?
Yeah, you can go over then one block.
So here we are outside of Kohl's Jewelers, which is in the Babcock Block, which used to be my great-grandfather's drugstore.
Yep.
All right.
The soldiers soon became frequent customers at the Nelson Drugstore soda fountain, and Dad invited some of the lonesome ones over for Sunday morning waffle breakfast. That perpetuated a waffle tradition in the Nelson family. Anyway, the numbers of soldiers grew from 6 on that first Sunday after Pearl Harbor to as many as 56 each Sunday over the next 18 months.